impact of this virus?
Well, it's as you can see at the airshow, it's a reduced scale attendance. We've seen several participation from our customers sort of have not suggested that they're going to attend the conference, but we're going to have continued conversation over the next few weeks. We've taken precautionary measures at our facilities here in Singapore as well. So there is a short-term impact, but we need to just manage that and follow the guidelines that's provided by the MOH here locally.
You take care of several regions. Southeast Asia is one of them, South Korea as well as the Pacific. When you take a look at the regions you cover, which areas show the most potential?
Well, if you look at sort of historically in the last sort of decade, year on year, it's been a 10% growth within the Southeast Asia. And ASEAN has been absolutely phenomenal in its projected growth for the next decades to come. If you look at sort of the aircrafts that are in service today, we've gone from 2,600 to 10,000 aircraft in just 10 years' time. 40% of new aircrafts are going to come into Asia Pacific and most of them into this part of the world. So trajectory-wise, in the past, there's been a huge growth, and forward projection shows a huge positive growth for us as well.
Quantify that growth for us. Are we looking at double-digit growth? And if so, can you specify that double-digit you're looking at?
Well, the growth will be on a year-to-year growth. So we know we've got 481 aircrafts that are powered by Rolls Royce within the region. And 281 are already confirmed order books for us. This airshow will bring many more. So you can just see this is confirmed commitment over the next 5-10 years of aircrafts that will be powered by Rolls-Royce engines. So yes, it's a very positive growth.
Rolls-Royce celebrating 25 years for its Trent engine family, but these are difficult times. I mean, Boeing has talked about possibly cutting the Dreamliner. I mean, how may that impact the production of your Trent 1000?
We've got several engines in our portfolio. The Trent 1000 is powering the 787 Dreamliner. We've got the Trent 7000 powering the A330neo, and we've got the world's most efficient gas turbine engine, the Trent XWB, powering the A350. So we've got multiple platform of engines that we're talking to with our customers that are suitable for the regions. And 2019 has been hugely successful for us. We've captured 60% of the wide-body market with our Rolls-Royce Trent family of engines. And we see something fairly similar looking forward as well.
But the Trent 1000 has been pretty problematic. Some say that, after one problem is solved, you encounter yet another problem. Have we seen the worst for the Trent 1000?
Our engineers have done a huge analysis on the issues that we have. And we do regrettably have AOGs on the ground for our customers. We're addressing them. We're going to get engine numbers by the end of this year and early part of next year. And that's a commitment that we're making to our customers. We know what these solutions are. We need to now increase our capacity in the MRO side of things so we can put the new design of the turbine blades into our products.
The issue really is spiraling costs because Citi downgraded Rolls-Royce precisely because of that. I mean, is there a sense that perhaps you have to make more provisions in the months and quarters ahead because of the Trent 1000?
And the communication we've given to the Citi is that it is not an issue with reliability. It is durability. And we have a timeline in place on how we're going to handle durability and make sure that all our customers are flying in the very near future.
Of course, the other challenge, of course, has to do with the 787 engines pretty much hit by safety orders. I mean, how are you dealing with that problem?
Yes, we're in close conversation with our customers. We're in close conversation with the IASA and the other regulatory authorities. And we want to make sure we give a hugely complex, reliable product for our customers. And yes, we're progressing with all of that.
Will that delay the 787 going back to the market?
Hard for us to say.
What do you deem as the biggest challenge for Rolls-Royce in the next 12 to 24 months?
There's various challenges, but it also comes with opportunities. The first one is capacity. We've got a huge growth that I was talking about earlier on. What that means is we need to have the MRO capacity to be able to service the engines in the very near future. Just last year, we increased our capacity here in Singapore at SAISL, which is a joint venture with SIAEC, by 10%. We're already looking at what the next MRO strategy for us will look like, bringing together automation, robotics, processes, tools, methods, and smart manufacturing to really ramp up the MRO strategy, the way we do things in a much more productive and effective way. So that's a challenge, but presents itself with an opportunity as well.
The industry is under a lot of pressure to cut carbon emissions. From a Rolls Royce perspective, what are you exploring to ensure that you contribute to the cut in this carbon emissions?
Sustainability is a big part of our strategy and a big part of our agenda. There's three particular themes that we're looking at. The first is synthetic and sustainable aviation fuels. So really working with the likes of Shells and BP on looking at what the synthetic blend to the traditional aviation mixture of the fuel would look like and usable into our engines. So we're working very closely on that. The second part is technology, and technology beyond the family of Trent engines. We're going to be beyond the Trent XWB. We're already working on the UltraFan. The UltraFan is going to be ground tested in 2021, very early next year. This gives us 25% fuel-saving efficiency improvements in comparison to the first generation of Trent. This is disruptive innovation in its best sense. And the last part is electrification. So it's really the fusion between the mechanical and the electrical world coming together. It's no longer just a core gas turbine engine to give you thrust. It's a gas turbine engine to generate electrical power. You intelligently distribute it onto the airframe and you have electric propulsion onto the wings. And all three of those combinations gives us a huge benefit for tackling the carbon emissions and for sustainability strategy for Rolls Royce.